Welcome in, everybody, to the next episode of the Vikings franchise. Big one today, with it being a rivalry game, Week 4 against the Green Bay Packers. So far, they're sitting dead last in the NFC North at 1-2. We're 3-0, coming off a pretty good start. Defense definitely playing hot for us. And I have a feeling that one of this breakout player is one from our defense. Henley obviously had a really good game recently, but it's actually Kevin Hatchett. Coach, I feel like I'm on a verge of a breakthrough, man. You see me last week, I had the quarterback running scared on a couple plays. I want to be one of those guys that can get that, or that can do that every week. I'm ready to take the next step, man. Let's bring it to the pack this week. And we just need one interception, forced fumble, tackle for loss, or sack to get that boost. So can't remember. I guess, yeah, that would make him a normal dev with just needing the one to go up to a star, not staff. I meant to go roster. Pretty sure I could have sworn that he was actually higher than that. Thought he was a hidden dev, but I might be mistaking him for a different one. And he is definitely just a normal dev. So if we get that done in this game, he'll move up to a star, giving us a second dev trait guy on our defensive line. So let's hope we could get that done, and we'll jump on into this game. Welcome into the rivalry match. Like I said, week 4, big game, especially earlier in the season. I feel like the last couple seasons we've had our rivalry matches against the Packers at the later end of the season, but at least this year, a little bit different. Packers will be starting off at the 25. And obviously, as you can tell, both teams wearing some classic alternates today. Jordan Love's still the quarterback for the Packs, having a better season, at least starting so far. 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. However, he is facing a very tough defense. Our defense obviously putting together a lot of turnovers, forcing a lot of turnovers early this season. I want to say the first 2 games were combined for close to 10 turnovers. But on first down for them, they get a gain of 9. Solid first down play for them. They'll go for a run here and plenty of running room in the middle. Luckily for us, Kendricks sheds the block and will slow him down, get him down after a gain of 5. But we've seen big plays, especially in our secondary so far this year. Henley had a game where he forced, I think, 3-4 turnovers. A couple other guys forcing some turnovers early in the season as well. But their number 1 receiver, I believe it's Doyle or Boyle. Either way, big chunks on this play. And it is Boyle, gain of 29, all the way down to the 31. And of course, in rivalry games, you see teams that typically aren't very good or aren't good that season play very well against their opponent. We'll see if that happens here today. Kendricks gets the tackle, forcing Bakhtiari back into Jones. That'll be counted as a loss of 2. And for the Packers, just Jones and Bakhtiari as the star guys or dev guys just in general to look out for. Jones actually breaks 1 tackle from Hunter. Luckily, we had a couple more guys to bring him down shortly after. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 10. Packs go empty set here. We're going to make a few adjustments on defense. Make sure we have a guy covering their tight end, and that is so unlucky. Huge play for the Packers. 31-yard touchdown. It was thrown into semi-tight coverage. We forced the pass breakup, but the ball just hovers. And then Jones ends up picking it up. Or not really picking it up, but catching it, and our guys are too far away. It was Brooks that helped break up the pass originally, but really lucky play there for the Packs. And unfortunately for us, the luck not in favor on that first drive. Maybe on our first drive on offense, we'll get some luck. Try to see what we could do here. Dyson not able to get around 31. Solid tackle in open field is Amos. And obviously we're going to focus a little bit on some running here today with guys like Jair Alexander in the secondary. And then they do have Kenny Clark in the middle at DT. So we'll try to run a little bit more to the outside, definitely at least in between guard and tackle, if not further to the outside. Dalvin with his first rush, we're going to gain of a few. And Kenny Clark will primarily be lined up against the Wild brothers as well as our center in Dalton Smith. So we'll see if the matchup favors us. Definitely does so here. Great blocking up front as we'll jump forward for a gain of 15. And on 1st and 10 here, going to go with a play action. They do have Jair over on that right-hand side. We would like to roll out here and find Capers, but Jair does a good job of getting him pretty much locked down. We could have potentially tried to force it, but we'll just get a scramble. And that'll be a gain of 3, bringing up 2nd and 7. They also have another guy, if Madden will work. There we go. Rashawn Gary, yeah. So definitely have some good guys on defense. Kenny Clark in on the tackle here, but really good rush from Cook will get us close to the first down, and they're actually a little bit of home field advantage will give us the first down. Now down to the 36. We're going to spread it out here. Maybe look for Flanagan. Depends what the linebackers and safeties end up doing. And they completely take him out of the play. Robinson going to need to scramble, get the first down, slide down. He's taken a few hits already. Stamina a little depleted for the first drive. Don't want him to take a hit there and risk any fumble. Good play, though, from Robinson. And on 1st and 10, they have their stars all to the right-hand side. So let's try to run to the left. Nice first broken tackle from Nwangu. We'll get forward for a few more. Going to be a gain of 5. Solid first down play. And on 2nd and 5, would like to find Flanagan at the front of the end zone, about where the pylon is. And he is open, thrown a bit to the outside. Not as far downfield as we were hoping for, but down to the 4 is plenty enough for a first down and a 1st and goal. And on 1st and goal, we'll come out here in a heavy set, 2 tight ends. Also have the fullback out there, Thurston, who we're going to send in motion. Going a bit of power to this left-hand side. Follow behind some blockers. Unfortunately, they don't quite turn up quick enough. Number 12 will get the tackle. And what will probably be the last play of the first quarter will hopefully find us into the end zone to tie things up. Nope. Almost second effort got us there, but not good blocking in the middle. And that is the end of the first quarter. We'll start the second with 2nd and goal. Or 3rd and goal? I think 3rd and goal, actually. And on 3rd and goal, going to try something a little risky here. We'll go with the jet sweep. Try to see if we could get Dyson around the edge. Try to outrun the safety. We do get the corner, and Dyson's speed gets us into the end zone. It was risky to run backwards, but we know Dyson has plenty of speed, and it was definitely more than the safety had, who took a little bit of a poor angle off the get-go here. When he first handed off, he came a little bit too far straight down. He should have angled more towards the sideline. If anything, have Dyson cut back in towards the rest of his teammates, but instead, he goes straight down. Dyson gets the corner, and he squeaks in. We'll tie this game up 7-7 with a made PAT. And for the Packers' second drive, we'll see if they could get as lucky as they did the first with the tip pass that just found its way into Jones' hands. Scrambled, got into the end zone for a 31-yard catch and run. Nice tackle there from Kendricks. I'd like to see a little bit more there from Hatchett. And of course, Hatchett does need a tackle for loss or sack. He could even force a fumble, get an INT. Any of those will help. Nice spin move there from Jones. Breaks the tackle at about the line of scrimmage. Instead, it'll be a first down for the Packers. Packers definitely so far on offense looking a bit more improved from last year. Obviously, the first matchup against them last year, we completely destroyed them. Second game was a bit closer, but still not very. But so far today, they're moving the ball consistently, and Love is being pretty accurate. 4 for 4, I believe 81 yards and a touchdown on the day for him so far. However, we did see at times last year that when there was enough pressure, the accuracy went out the window. There was pressure there, but that was still a very accurate pass to Boyle on the slant route. That was Byron Jones on coverage that did not lock him down. And the Packers do have a pretty quick pass game. They really don't have too many long developing plays, normally about a 3-5 step drop at most, and a quick release. Obviously 5-step, still pretty far to drop back, but most of the time it's about a 3-step. So with that mixture of a good running back and a quick pass game, can make it a little difficult to try to make some good calls on defense, and that ball just happens to get there. Avoiding the sack will be a completion, but I don't think they really gained anything. And following a holding call, we will go ahead and rerun 3rd and down here. Now make it 3rd and 17. Empty set for the Packers. And probably shouldn't have had Kendricks line up man on man. They will get a completion to 17, but it will not be for the 1st down. Instead, they'll get down to the 32, which should be field goal range. And they'll bring out their kicker, who wears number 19, but for some reason with this old jersey set, it really spreads out the numbers. Doesn't do that with any of the other numbers in the teens, but field goal good here for the Packers. We'll put them back in front, 10-7. And on 1st and 10, looks like they're going to bring down their safety. Actually going to check back out of that play. That's more the one I would look for here. Going to go with play action with just a single high safety. And instead we're going to find Jefferson, who's going to break first contact. Pressure, or that tackle might have brought him back across the line to gain, but they will still mark with forward progress, giving us a 1st down. Wanted to go deeper there, but they had really good coverage downfield. And Cook will get forward for a gain of about 6-ish. Actually, gain of 7. I'll take it. That'll give us a 2nd and 3 at the 44. Possibly look for Leach on the crossing. Going to depend on what the other corners do. We're just going to need to dump this one off. Cook, get the catch and the 1st down. Had pressure coming in. 2-minute warning hits, but had pressure coming in. And they had really good coverage downfield. So kind of made our call pretty simple there. Go for the quick, easy pass for the 1st down. Let's send Cook over to this other side. I want to send him on a wheel route, as we're going to send everyone away from that side of the field. And we have Flanagan open. He got bumped at the top of his route, but able to turn up, and he's into the end zone. Really bad job in coverage there. I couldn't tell if that was a linebacker or safety on him, but they let him get to the outside. Wide open. Pass almost threw him out of bounds, but luckily had enough awareness to turn upfield 48. Just poor coverage for the Packers, but we'll take poor coverage all day. And with that pass strike to the end zone, we will find ourselves up in this game for the first time, 14-10. Another quick pass, this one broken up by Denzel Ward. And with such a quick passing game, we're going to have to try to find unique ways to get pressure there about as quickly as we can. Justin Reed, or not Justin Reed, DJ Reed, just a split second too late. And they're going to call roughing the passer on that? On Nicholas Graves. I think I need a replay. I'm honestly not too sure where... Okay, yeah. He kind of threw the ball off of Michael Pierce's head and then, yeah. Okay, makes sense. I won't complain about that call. It was a good one. Packers will get a free 1st down up to the 40 as they come out in an empty set here. I'm going to check down cover underneath here with Kendricks. And eventually they're going to find a wide open number 2. No pressure ever got there, not from any of our really good pass rushers up front. Instead, Brown will find his way all the way down to the 15. I was a little bit late there to pull up with Kendricks to try to follow Brown. Granted, I don't think Brown was anywhere close to being kept up with by Kendricks. Kendricks has definitely lost a step or two at this point in his career. And with that completion now inside the 10. 2nd and 4 from the 9. Going to bring a double A-gap blitz. Hunter right off the edge. Lays a hit in on Love, but the ball came out just before the hit. And that'll leave a 3rd and 4. 4 yards to get a 1st down before they... Actually, I was late again. A little late again, covering number 2. And he'll find himself into the end zone. Packers making this a lot better of a game than they did at all last year. And our offense will have 51 seconds to try to answer the Packers here. Leach going downfield, but they do have Jair covering him. Look to try to find someone else open, and that's going to be Justin Jefferson. Wide open across the middle of the field. We'll get down to midfield. Run a little bit of hurry-up offense here, leaving about a little under 30 seconds left on the board. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. Going to try to get to the outside here. Get forward, out of bounds, stop the clock, 20 seconds left. And with those 20 seconds, we found ourselves 44 yards away. Going to try to, again, use a little bit of play action. Try to get over the top. Leach one-on-one with Jair and just not able to hold on to it. And we did end up calling a timeout to help recuperate some stamina here for the 3rd and 4. We're going to go with the quick slants. They do a good job of covering that first window. And they're going to get the sack, 79, and they called their first timeout. So they'll have 2 with about 10 seconds. And despite them calling a timeout, they're coming out in what looks to be a kneel formation. And they will actually kneel it down, so waste of a timeout, I guess, for them. That was actually their 2nd timeout. But we'll head into halftime. Unfortunately, right now, Packers up. We've had a pretty good game on offense, but defense not playing as well as they have the last couple games. The passing game doing really well. We're stopping the run, which is the game plan, but now we need to focus a little bit on passing as well. But before we do that, take a quick look around the league here. 17-3, Chiefs find themselves up against the Dolphins just before halftime. And a little bit east of there, a few states east of there, Pittsburgh find themselves up 24-7 against the Bengals. Really not a great match or game looking there for the Bengals. Both teams 1-2. New England Saints, all New England here, 21-0. Saints haven't won a game. Patriots only have won 1. And luckily for us, we will be getting the second half kickoff. So hopefully we can make something happen. We'll fair catch this with Nwangwu, and hopefully we've inspired our team in general, mostly defense, to play a bit of a better second half here, regain the lead, and then take control. And on first down here, we're going to come out with a heavy set, 3 tight ends to the left, 1 to the right. We also have Jefferson spread out to the left. Tried to get to the outside, and that's definitely not going to help. Nor is our quarterback diving away from the tackle. But will that play stand? I'm not sure if Cook was down or not. A replay would definitely help me out a little bit. But I don't think we're going to get one. We'll see if there's a booth review or if we end up throwing that red challenge flag. And there is a booth review. Really glad, because I did not want to have to possibly waste a timeout. I don't trust the Madden review system. And oh yeah, Cook was down by a long shot. This one coming back, take those points off the board. So instead of a fumble returned for a touchdown, will just be a loss of 2, bringing up 2nd and 12. We're going to get Dyson around the edge, try to get outside of the safety, which he does, turns upfield and gets a few extra yards. And John Leach, we saw him land awkwardly just at the end of the play. He's still down. Could be maybe some sort of forearm injury. Although he does just head to the sideline, so that's good news for us at this point. In his stead will be Willie Johnson. He's not much of a tall guy. I believe only listed at 5'10", so if this was real life, he's probably actually 5'8", because they always kind of boost those numbers. But he will step in for John Leach. We saw Willie Johnson have a really good preseason. He has some decent release, some decent route running. And a flag going to come down here to take away what was a really good first down rush for us. Or rush for a first down. And that's going to be holding on rookie guard Gabe Wilds. And the update here for Leach is elbow bursitis. So medium chance of re-injury will keep him out for now. So instead we'll roll out here with a 2 tight end set. Dyson will play a little bit of outside receiver here. He does not have much of a release, so don't expect him to get off the line, and Flanagan definitely should have caught that one. And on 3rd and 4, we'll spread it out. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Off coverage from the corners. We could have tried to force a quick pass to Willie Johnson, but instead Dyson will get the completion here, get down to about the 28-yard line, and get tackled, I believe, just inside the outbounds mark. So clock will continue to run. Game fairly close still, 17-14, as we are 5.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And with that single high safety, let's go with a bit of play action, try to draw him down, especially with Dyson on the crossing. Maybe see if we could get Jefferson over the top. And instead, sack fumble. Rashard Gary gets the recovery. We had Jefferson open in the end zone. But that hit came flying in right when I went to throw it. And instead, we will not be maintaining possession. No points. close to a face mask call, but nothing was called. Packers will take over. Offense was putting together a pretty solid drive, but just one simple mistake ruins it. They'll bring a guy in motion instead, run down the middle, and Jones gets tackled after a gain of about 3-ish yards. That'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Packers come out in a tight formation here. We're going to bring Keenan down to the line. Going to bring some blitz here. And instead they'll go right, or not instead, but they'll go right back to that run. Avoid the receiver in motion, and that's a tackle for loss for Daniil Hunter. Loss of 2 will bring up 3rd and 9. And we are still looking for a tackle for loss, sack, something along that lines here for Hatchett so he can get that dev boost up to a star. They'll go for a quick pass underneath, complete number 17. That is Barrios with the first down up to the 47. And that's exactly the style of play that we've seen from the Packers and just haven't been able to find a way to beat this, that quick pass game, not really having much of developing routes. And we do have great coverage here, and that's a sack to Nicholas Graves. Will be a loss of 11 on the first down play, bringing up 2nd and 21. And on 2nd and long here, going to have a bit of press coverage, trying to again throw off some of those quick passing games, but plenty of running room here. Jones finds his way down to the 45. And on 3rd and 7, we'll come out double A gap, but we won't bring the blitz. We'll back out of it or drop out of it. Try to help throw out some of those underneath. And a great, how do we not get that tackle? That was a great stop on the outside to at least slow down Brown, but then the secondary guy, I want to say it was Kendricks, just dove by him. And that is another first down for the Packers. Just moving the ball downfield almost at will. Another quick pass, this time out to their tight end. Quick tackle from Harvey Keenan. Will be only a gain of 1. Well, it definitely looks like the Packers have found out how, or just in general, a way to beat the turnovers that our defense was forcing. And that's through quick passes. They're going to go underneath, and again, we're not getting the tackles underneath. Our guys are there, but they're just not getting the tackle, and that's going to be another first down for Uzma. Packers now find themselves down to the 22. They are 3 points up in this game. Defense needs to at least force a field goal to keep it a 1-score game, and we just can't get a sack. Love throws out of almost, I think every single sack we've almost had, Love has thrown out of. It's really not helping us very much here. Going to bring the pressure again, and somehow they block everyone and have an open. Jones cuts back inside, makes a guy miss, breaks a tackle. Luckily, Keenan gets him down at the 5. 40 seconds remain in the 3rd. And with that completion and the first, up to the 5, 1st and goal, they go for a run. Good stop there from Brooks on Jones. Will get him down before he could cross the plane. And I would love a huge hit here from Hilton. And if it forced a fumble, that would be great. But before we could run a play, end of the 3rd quarter as we head into the 4th. Packers definitely deserve to be in the front right now. They're up 17-14. We need a good 4th quarter. And they'll come out goal line set here. We're going to apply the pressure. Tell the defense just run down the middle. And they bring the fullback dive out. Wide open gap. No one was in there. That's another touchdown for the Packers, putting them up 2 possessions, 24-14. On 1st and 10, we're going to come out spread, run a bit of play action. We have the release, route running, and height with Jefferson. We don't have the speed with him, though. And there's not much here to throw, so instead we'll run, scramble, slide, get the first down. Robinson up to the 36. Run a little bit of hurry-up offense here. Hand the ball off to Dalvin. Try to cut back. We'll get a gain of a few, but not a whole lot. And again, was going to go for that jet sweep, but they bring down a safety. So we'll switch over to the slants. We have Willie Johnson in, and that's where we were going to go, but safety or corner decides to go cover him instead of Jefferson, but didn't want to risk it. Instead, we'll run again, get the first down with Robinson, and go right back to the quick play here, and they do drop that safety back. So we'll check down to a run, get Cook down the middle, find an open gap, get a few extra yards, or a few more yards. And on 2nd and 6, they're going to bring down that safety again. Looks like they might bring pressure from the linebackers as well, which we're going to set up a screen to Nwangwu, so that works perfectly here for us. Try to utilize our blockers. Unfortunately, they can't get to the outside and quickly enough, but still a first down for Nwangwu. Get us down to the 40s. We cross midfield. Look for potentially a deep shot here. We have a one-on-one with Leach. Who does not get the catch, not able to hold on. On 2nd and 10, we'll go with a run here. Going to bring the pulling guard across. Get that linebacker turn upfield, and Nwangwu will get a few yards, making it 3rd and manageable. And on 3rd and 4, have Willie Johnson in the slot. He's going to get the ball here on the jet sweep. He has just as much speed as Dyson now, so we'll try to utilize that. Doesn't get by Jair, but does get us the first down and a few more yards. Now we are needing a pretty quick touchdown here. Just over 3.5 minutes remain. We're down 2 possessions. So we're looking for something big. Not seeing it here. Going to scramble to Robinson, get a few yards, and out of bounds. And on 2nd and 4 again, possibly look for Flanagan on the outside here. Going to have Cook release on a delayed route, so he could help protect the box a little bit. That does not help. Sack and a flag down at the same time. And that is a holding on right tackle Brian O'Neill. So either way, we were losing yards on that play. Going to bring up a 3rd and 4. Try to go off the hard count. Does not get any of them to jump. We're going to try to roll out here. Leach over on that left-hand side. He'll get the completion, but not for the first down. And on 4th and 1. We are going to go for it now under 3 minutes. Jet sweep. Willie Johnson gets to the outside. Plenty of speed to get away from the lineman. One of the linemen. Couldn't tell what position he came from. I want to say it was a right end or left end for him. But he just came flying through the line. Really poor blocking. Luckily, plenty of speed will get us the first down. But you could tell the offense is gassed out there as we have a bunch of backup, or not backup, but rotation guys in. Robinson does not slide, but he fights for the first down. If I'm being honest, it kind of gave me a little bit of a heart attack. Now under 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Going for a dive right down the middle. Cook is in. We're going to bring this back to a 1-possession game. With 2 minutes, 14 seconds left. The Packers going to make a slight play call adjustment here. Ends up fitting decently well for us. They're going to spread the ball out. I'm going to drop at with Hilton, and they'll get a first down. And it didn't even look like the clock started until after the first down was gained, but this should take us into the 2-minute warning. And with now just 2 minutes remaining in this game, at least in regular time, if we could force OT, that would be fine. I'll take it. Get a tackle here with Kendricks. We'll let the clock continue to run. It was a gain of 7 on the first down carry. We're definitely going to need to force a loss here. Try to save a little bit of time without taking that timeout. So our offense could potentially have a timeout. Really good job there from Kendricks, as we'll call our first timeout. And on 3rd and 3, they're coming out, spreading that ball out. We're going to try to bring some interior blitz. And that is a first down completion. We're going to have to call our second timeout. And they will start to kneel the clock out. And with us only having 1 timeout left, it's definitely in their favor. Last timeout called. And they should very well be able to kneel out the remainder of this clock, as they will kneel here, making it a 3rd and 12. And this clock will tick down inside of 30 seconds. So they may end up punting because Madden's logic is not very good. But there's not much time left here. And with 5 seconds left, we'll see. They do punt. If we could return this, it would be huge. But that's asking quite a lot. And Nwangwu trying to find somewhere to go. And there's nowhere to go. At home, we lose to our division rival, just rival in general. Packers come in and put together an amazing performance on offense, completely beating anything that we called on defense. And our offense just had a couple mistakes here and there that we could not find a way to recover from. Turnovers definitely hurt. We luckily got one back, but that one that ended up being a sack fumble cost us this game. 24-21. It was a close one. Packers get a bit of revenge after they got swept last year. And we're going to need to find a way to bounce back in the next game. Defense needs to find a way to stop that quick pass game. And that was just a devastating defeat to a rival. Gives them their second win on the season. And depending on what happened in that Lions and Bears game, we now could possibly have a bottleneck up top in the NFC North. But you kind of just felt like that was going to end up being the outcome. We were just going to come up just short, 3 points to at least tie it. We had the opportunity, but the ball literally slipped through our hands. Not much you could say. Just kind of felt that way the whole time. Nothing we did on defense was slowing down their offense. Whenever we tried to stop a quick pass game, they went to the run. We tried to stop the run, went to that quick pass game. Just made it very difficult. And for the first time this season, our defense didn't really know what to do. And I don't believe we got what we needed here. Actually, it says that we do. Roll out the red carpet, baby, because I have arrived. Did you see me out there, Coach? No, I didn't. I am an anchor on this defense. Really, because the defense did not play very well, bud. I mean, I'll take the star dev, but I think we just got that because they didn't have a lot of rushing yards. They ran effectively, but they didn't have that many rushing yards. So I think that's why we got it. I will take it, but I would have rather have had the win. And with that loss, just to rub a little bit of salt in the wound, the Bears have now jumped us in the NFC North. They won last week, which for some reason put them up 3-1, even though we're both 3-1. Put them above us. Maybe they have played the Packers already. I can't quite remember. And if they beat the Packers, that would be why they got the jump on us. And if you've watched this channel for at least the majority of this Viking series, you probably would have heard me say I actually hate the Bears more than the Packers. Just because the way that they play, at least of recent, kind of seems like they don't care about winning. They just want to play some ugly football. Kind of just the way it seems. Like they want to hurt us more than they want to put points on the board or keep points off the board. So definitely some salt in the wound. But next episode, hopefully we'll be able to get a little bit of some revenge, right the ship a little bit here. Pittsburgh, we saw that they were dominating the Bengals, at least at halftime. Don't know how that game ended, but they are 2-2 on the season. So I feel like they actually lost that because the Bengals, I think, were 0-3 and they were 2-1, or maybe they were 1-2. I can't remember. I don't remember. But either way, hopefully we'll be able to bounce back in this game. They do have T.J. Watt, which will be a concern, to say the least. So might be trying to run a little bit more on the inside, maybe some quick pass games, jet sweeps, just to try to spread the ball out as quickly as we can, but not necessarily in the same way that the Packers did, although that seemed to work very well against us. But unfortunate loss today. We'll try to bounce back next time, so make sure you stick around, hit that bell notification to be notified of when these go live after you tick that subscribe button as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying this series, posted every Monday and Thursday. The California-only Madden series is posted every Saturday, so make sure you're checking that one out as well. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. Bye.